Hey guys, Reaper here. We're gonna play some more NES. Cause why not, right? Whoops. Why do I not hear this? Or my TV, I don't want to hear anything, so freaking fix this. Oh man, I always gotta have issues, don't I? My TV didn't want to have any audio. So, turn it off, turn it back on, see if that does the trick. Yeah, we're gonna play some Mega Man 5. I did a little test on it earlier. It seemed like the audio was working fine. There we go. Again, using my Retron because my NES is busted. I'm gonna need a new motherboard for it, so. We'll enjoy the music while I give it a minute or two, see if anybody hops on. If not, we'll just start. Make sure it's live. It says it's. Yep. Cool. So, yeah, we'll get going, I guess. I'll give it another 30 seconds. Again, I freaking love this game. It's probably my favorite in the series, which is, I know, unusual. Most people go for 2, but I don't know, it's the first Mega Man I've ever played, so I guess I got a little bit of nostalgia for it. So, we'll go ahead and start. I'm thinking it probably won't take me more than about an hour and a half to finish this game, so. Where do I want to start? I can pretty much get through it without having to use any of the special powers or anything like that, because honestly I'm not a huge fan of most of the abilities, but I usually just save Crystal last. I can't stand that stage. Let's do gravity first. By the way, please let me know if the audio is working right. It was earlier. But if it acts weird or anything, or if the audio mix between my microphone and the game is off, please let me know. One sec, I'm going to actually mute the mic and just make sure the quality of the audio is where it's supposed to be. I assume it is, but I just want to make sure. Okay, so it looks like the audio is acting weird again, so I wonder if it's just the microphone plugged in or something. Give me one sec here. Of course, I tested this earlier and it worked perfectly fine, so. So give me 1 second. Let me try this again. Alright, we're going to try it now, see what happens. Again, please let me know if it's still acting weird. If so, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I think that's why. Hold on. Alright, we're going to try this. If it doesn't work, so be it. But again, please let me know if it's acting funny on your screen. After the stage, I'll just test it again real quick. Cat is going apeshit right now. Never fails. I test things and they work out perfectly fine. Then I go live and there's always some sort of hiccup. Which is weird. It might just be a thing on the Retron or something. It seems like when I do PS3 or PS4 or anything like that, it's perfectly fine, so. If I really wanted a challenge, I could probably try doing this game without having to charge up the Mega Buster. Playing a game earlier where somebody said that they thought that Mega Man 4 was the hardest one in the series. I'm like, I don't know about that. I think 3 is. Either 3 or 1. 2 had its moments, but I didn't think it was too bad. I thought 4, 5, and 6 are fairly simple. That's an idea. I have the Legacy collection, so what I could do is just pop that in if I'm still having issues. So let me try it. If I'm still having issues, I'm going to switch consoles, essentially, and we'll try it that way. Just give me one moment. So let me put up the intermission real quick. Okay, looks like there's no need. It looks like everything's working fine. Good. So we'll just keep playing then. Awesome. Good, we'll sort it out. Alright, where do I want to go next? Again, I don't really care about weaknesses. I don't need to worry about those. Yeah, I want to get Crystal Man out of the way. Alright. I'm sure I can get the heads on these things. Otherwise it just bounces away. Hi, bud. Dude, lay off the crack. Holy shit. I have him on a mini diet, and actually, he hasn't been too happy about it, but he's been kind of cuddly, so I think he's trying to maybe feel guilty on not feeding as much. There's one thing I wish I had the starter shield, because you can easily get through this, which I didn't know until many, many years later. Shit. But, yeah, I used to rent this game all the time from a place called 48 Hours, old rental store. Actually, back then, it wasn't even 48 Hours, it was, oh god. What was it called? Video Systems 2 or something like that. It was like a really weird name. But it was a local place, so, like, we would go there maybe once a week, or once every couple of weeks, well, maybe once every other week or so, and just rent a few video games. This is one of them that I kept going back to and kept renting because I freaking loved it. I remember this. What else did I rent? MC Kids I rented a lot. Panic Restaurant was another big one. I'd love to get a copy of that again. The Flintstones Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. That was another big one I used to rent all the time. Well, that was nice. It gave me an extra life that I needed to undo that mess up I had. I do like how the Mega Buster's charge up shot now gives you a little bit of range, like up and down. Whereas in the fourth game, it was more of like a straight shot. This one you can get a little bit more height on it. If that makes sense. Also trying to think of other games I used to rent all the time. Once I got my Super Nintendo, I didn't really rent games. It was mostly just the shit. It's just mostly the NES era. Why am I having such a hard time here? I mean, I knew I always hated the stage, but it looks cool. But it's not like I haven't played it recently. I just did, what, a month or two ago. So Mega Man games are one of those games I can go back to at any time. Like, I have no problem with it. Bought this little Mega Man figurine from GameStop a little while ago, and it's like one of those light-up, pixelated kind of deals. Wasn't paying attention there. I'm like, what are games I used to borrow all the time? Those are like the 3 or 4 that I really remember going back to time and time again. Man, they're giving me lots of lives. I'm liking that. Oh my god, come on! Oh man, I should not be doing this badly. I'm kinda glad I'm knocking the stage out now. You might also be thinking, you know, did you ever rent Mega Man 2 a lot? And the answer is that, not really. Jeers had it, so I used to play it with him all the time. Or I used to rent it from him all the time. But his game eventually got messed up, where once you get to the dragon in the first Wily stage, it would just crash on us. The thing is, these are all random. Like, just gotta wait for that pause. It's not like one shoot always shoots 2, then nothing. Hey, what's up? it going, man? Just here playing some Mega Man 5 and reminiscing about old days of renting games. If I can get through this, there's no more of these damn shoes. There we go. Jeez, that was a nightmare. Rush Coil in this stage, or in this game, is really weird. Oh yeah, is that game any good? Like, I've heard mixed things about it. Like, a lot of my friends told me it's good, really good to start out with, but then it gets kind of boring a little about halfway through. For as much as I love the first game, I just haven't gotten it yet. Got the letter. I have to give it a shot sometime. I was looking at the PlayStation Now new free games, and Metro Exodus is on there. I'm like, ooh, I have to play that. I have to finish Last Light first. Probably keep working on that a little bit later on, but I've been playing Dark Souls 2, and I'm actually getting somewhere now. Which is really nice. For a Souls game, I feel like it's kind of on the easy side, though. For the record, I've always thought this is one of the hardest freaking robot masters in the game, in the series, really. His challenge level depends on how many times he jumps up and fires the ones that bounce all over the place. But yeah, RDR2 is definitely on my list of games I want to buy at some point. It's just, I got way too much other crap I need to get. Well, play. I'm gonna get into Final Fantasy 15, World of Final Fantasy. Those are just sitting on my shelf. I have Assassin's Creed Syndicate that my friend sold to me because he was gonna trade it back to GameStop. I'm like, dude, how much do you want for it? He's like, $20. I'm like, here, take it. I was actually playing all the Assassin's Creeds in order. Got through Rogue somehow. Started Unity and just stopped. Like, it's just awful. I'm about to say, if you're being serious on that. I always loved Charge Man stage. Now you got me thinking, who's the easiest one? Toadman's definitely up there. I've always thought Dive Man was also kind of easy. And it's funny, the whole reason why I want to play this is I've been watching Mike Matei, one of the guys in Cinemassacre, who's AVGN. I was watching him stream a lot of the Mega Man games. He was complaining about how difficult, how he thought Mega Man 4 was the hardest game in the series. I'm like, no, not at all. I still feel 3 is. Maybe one of the two. I don't know why, I struggle at 3. I always thought 4, 5, and 6 are the easiest ones. Just because of the powered up Mega Buster. I mean, granted, I could probably get through the game without using it, but... But I guess he was saying it was one of them that he didn't play as often, which I can understand that. This one I played all the time, which is probably why I think it's so simple. Though think of it, I'm really glad I got through the Crystal Man stage. I just think it's one of the hardest areas in the series. Usually I save him for last, but I have not played X7 yet. I got the X Legacy collection, and I think I got to X4. It's the one where you can only have like so many tries before like a bomb goes off or something. I thought that was kind of stupid, so I just stopped playing. I think I might actually have X7 on PS2 as well, instead of just the Legacy collection. I'd have to look. I take it he's supposed to be really easy. I have to look that one up, though. Oh, okay. Now I kind of want to boot up X7 later and just check it out. Look now, is it X7 or X8 that I own? Not the actual disc core. Oh, that's my weak games, that's not these two. God, Shadow the Hedgehog, that might be an interesting stream one day. I don't know why I didn't put that back in the case. Shove it on my bookshelf. Did I put it away because I did get the Legacy Collection? So, it is X7 I own. But yeah, that was like one of the worst things with once they started doing voiceovers. Like, it's just so bad. Maybe next stream I'll do. Maybe I'll do Mighty Number 9 because I still have not finished that game. That might be an idea. I just got so frustrated with that game. I'm just like, no, I'm done. But like Mega Man, I think it's. Was it 8? Yeah, it was 8. Like, some of the voiceovers were just so bad, and oh god, it was so bad. Some Gyro Man next. Gyro Man, whatever you want to pronounce it. I remember the one Mega Man 8 boss. I think it was like the Blizzard guy, where it was like almost like a Yeti or something. And it just kept yelling something along the lines of, "I'm gonna freeze you," or something like that. It was so weird. Like, since when did they need to add voiceovers to the freaking enemies? And I think the opening of that was just a freaking intro to the Mega Man cartoon. I used to actually watch that cartoon too. I haven't played X6 yet either. I'm pretty sure it was X4 I stopped at. It might be 5. Yeah, that could be something for me to do, is because we put a little stop on Resident Evil 5 just because with the current events of the world, we figure that's kind of in bad taste. I'm not going to elaborate. If you know what Resident Evil 5 is, that's all you need to know. But maybe all the Mega Mans could be fun one to do. I feel like I should start creating a list of all the games I've streamed. Otherwise, it's going to be like my owned games where I start forgetting and I just start repeating things. Although I wouldn't mind doing this one a few times. I will say, I feel like this game does drop a lot of one-ups. When I was younger and played this game first, I always thought that that was Gutsman. Because I played this before I played 1. Actually, I've never played 1 on an actual NES. Whatever. Crap. Emulation was crap. Well, I got the A, so. But I've only ever used emulation to play 1 other than the Legacy Collection stuff. I gotta get a copy of that one. And my Mega Mans I'm still missing right now are 1, 4, and 6. Unfortunately, 5 and 6 are somewhat expensive. I wouldn't say expensive, they're just a little bit pricier than the others, so. But I found myself a copy of 5 anyway. This part too. There we go. The thing is, I thought X1 was good, but after that, I kind of prefer the regular series over the X series. They're good games, it's just I didn't like the whole having to search around the stages and get all these hidden items and stuff like that. I was I never played Mega Man, yeah, that one. The 3D one. Is it Legacy that was called? I don't remember. Man, I'm sucking right now. Whatever meant to Mega Man 64, I've never played it. For the few videos I've watched of it, it's just kind of weird to me. I still haven't played 11 yet, or 10 for that matter. I played 9 and finished that when it first came out. I feel like more game companies need to do what Capcom did and just keep, like, for the really popular franchises like this, just keep coming up with 8-bit versions. Like, what's the next 8-bit Castlevania? That's not a Metroidvania. Let's see. I mean, games like Mega Man 11 and, like, well, even 9 and 10 and Sonic Mania, it proves 8-bit and 16-bit games are still popular. It's like, give us more. This is probably one of my favorite musical tracks in the series. Maybe another reason why I like this game so much is the music is just fantastic. Though when I first got the physical copy of the game, this is actually the stage I used to test it out. Got to Waveman, I don't know why, but I was struggling. just like a peaceful soundtrack to this stage. Although I was also watching a video of some game that's basically Mega Man 2.5D, where they kind of introduced like almost like a 3D effect to the game. I haven't tried it yet. Apparently it's free, but I definitely want to give that a shot sometime, because it looked really fun. Never feels. Usually what happens when I'm doing this area is that one-up drops and I can't get it because it goes right over, or right under me, and I'm over it. I have a Super Nintendo controller hooked up so I can easily do the turbo, but I'm not going to do that. That's cheating. Because for some reason my Nintendo controller isn't working on my Retron. I don't know if the controller itself is busted or the port is not working. For official Nintendo controllers, I've tried a couple knockoffs, and I don't know why I don't have any luck with third-party controllers, regardless of what kind it is, whether it be a Nintendo, PS2, whatever. Actually, I do have a knockoff PS2 controller that has been lasting, but I usually don't have any luck with that kind of stuff. I don't know if I just use them too hard or what. You have to be quick on the jump because you don't know where those water spouts are going to come from. I had a much easier time that time than I did the original time I played this. Or when I first got the game, that is. One thing I will say they kind of took a step back on is this. Like, usually they have like a zoomed in view of Mega Man, or like in Mega Man 4 he kind of spins around a little bit and it says what you got. Here it's just so lame. It's like, oh, here's a sprite, you know. Just flip him around a couple times. I used to hate this stage as a kid. Just because those tigers. So I just get a charged up shot all ready for it. I think this might be the only game where it gives you an M-Tank too, which actually increases all your weapon skills. Or ammo. But you can only ever have one of them. I don't know why I shot that off, because I didn't need both these things and the little helicopter bastards. I used to just run past these things. Because of this reason. Try not to rely on the charged shots, but sometimes they do make things just so much easier. won't be many of them. For those who don't know, if you've never played a Mega Man game, the letters are spelled, they actually spell out Mega Man 5. Once you get them all, jeez, no, actually, you unlock Beat, which is the bird that actually seeks out everything. It actually makes Wily at the very end much easier. Still easily doable without him, but again, many years ago, I tried to kill these things. So even now, I just can't help but shoot them. To my knowledge, you cannot kill them. These little conehead things. So they look funny. I always like Mega Man looking like that. I've always tried to get him to look like that in that section. If you can get the pattern down him, he's not too bad, but as a kid, I struggled. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I struggled because I was just out of practice, but since I played this game a lot more as I got older, I just got really good at it. I don't know. Let's do Stoneman next. Starman's fairly simple to do. So is Stoneman. There's actually quite a few hidden areas in this stage, which obviously I will show you. It's right down here. Don't need that, so I'm not going to bother going for it. You ever notice that as gamers, unless maybe I'm the only one, like, we want to destroy everything? Like, I can easily go buy this bat, but I want to destroy it. It's like, we know you don't need to destroy everything, but we do anyway. Good old slow down. So I think that some of the enemies, you actually have to charge up a shot or use a sub-weapon, because if you're too low to the ground, your normal shot goes right above them. Oh, you might be wondering why it's an empty room. Normally there's an M there, but you can only grab one M at a time. M-Tank. As I said, I don't understand why they put zeros in front of, say, the 2 in the E-Tank, the 1 or the M on, or the 8 on the extra life, because you can't get more than 10 or 9 lives. I guess that would be 10, because 0 counts. I just never understood that. why don't they just put 9? Why 09? Jeez. It does have to give me larger power pellets, but that'll work. I don't even need to worry about that because I'm already at max lives. I knew that was gonna happen. That E-Tank I definitely want. So the trick again in this is jump, come over here, jump on there, and then the platforms will respawn in. Or what I could have probably done, just use Rush Jet because I'm an idiot. But that's okay. I don't need any more lives, it's alright. This is the first game with, I think there's two different names for him. One's Eddie, I think he was called Eddie in the cartoon, but I think if you look at the actual manual and all that, I think it's like Flip Top or something like that. I like the name Eddie better, it's less generic. Remember in the cartoon he used to just like run out of nowhere and help Mega Man out. Weirdest thing is in the cartoon, you just kind of like touch the frames of the Robot Masters in order to get their powers. This is honestly, in my opinion, one of the worst abilities that he gets. It's so hard to actually hit things with it. Alright, one more stage, then we go on to Proto Man's castle. I never liked the shield weapons, which is what Starman's is. I always found them to be fairly useless. Jumped a little too high there. That should be the last letter. Yep, there's B. I'm not going to jump high enough. I remember the one time I was playing this, I didn't jump high enough, but I accidentally smacked one of those enemies. So I was saved because I was in the invulnerability frames when I hit the spikes. I think it's only the first game that punished you if you hit the spikes, even if you got hit by something. So get some more coon heads in here. That's one thing that really stinks, is that any power-ups are gonna just drop right to the ground. Because for some reason these... I'm guessing it's the way that they were programmed. They couldn't program as being solid since they're moving. And to be honest, like, even nowadays, I can't remember what most of the weaknesses are anymore. I really don't remember Starman's, like Gravity. No, Gravity is Gyro Man. I know Charge Man is weak against Stone. It might be Napalm Man. Blasting through the shield. Oh no, Napalm's strong against Stone Man. Oh, that's the first 8 Robot Masters. Honestly, I've always thought Proto Man stage is actually the most difficult part of the game. Stages, I should say. Because the bosses can get kind of tough at times. I love this music. Not that respawn in. Is this the stage with the stupid disappearing blocks? Or was that later on? It's one thing I wish I'd get rid of in the games. I guess it's part like a series staple, but I still wish I'd get rid of them. Shit. Come on, I could use some health. I'm not using up an E-tank. Easy way to take care of this. One thing about 2 is that Rush Coil really uses up a lot of energy in this game. Alright, this is just this. We're getting some of our life back, so that's definitely a plus. Start getting bombed. Well, I thought it was screwed, but it was a nice turnaround with all the health. Really nice turnaround with the health. This might be the disappearing blocks down here. Yep. Not even wasting my time. I'm just freaking also kind of... There we go. I'm not even messing with him. Screw that. The arrows are nice because you can use those in lieu of Rush Jet, but you don't want to. Sure, it's faster, but it uses up so much freaking energy. This freaking one. Ah, damn it, I should have just hung back and fired. He only fires. Nope, he does fire. Times 2. He does mostly fire when he gets hit. Shoot him. Is that these bosses in Proto Man stages, I feel, are the hardest ones in the game. I don't even think Wily's are that bad. How much money does Wily actually have? Because not just Proto Man, but I feel like every game he has a new castle. And he's building all these new robots. But he keeps losing, so how does he have all his money? These are the questions I feel like we should be asking. Crap. Because basically, the way the arrow works is that, like, the distance it travels, as it's traveling, it's using up that weapon energy. There's one thing I never understood too, at least, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I know in some of the earlier Mega Man collections, like when you're pressing L and R to switch through weapons, like, why can't, it never lets you go through Rush, you actually have to hit start and go through Rush that way. And I'm like, why is it like that? I mean, you should be able to switch to Rush using that crap. Too busy complaining about not being able to quick select a Rush rather than looking at the which way the conveyor belts are actually going. Could use that, but oh well. I always hated these things. Okay, there's an extra life. That's nice. Let's try this again, shall we? Problem is, you can fall off there, but then you're probably gonna hit the spikes. There we go. That's better. Just let myself get hit there. Oh, I thought I hit jump. I can't blame anybody because I'm not like I'm just ranting to myself. Ooh, actually, nobody's talking in chat right now, so I can't say, "Oh, you guys are distracting me." I mean, I can, but it wouldn't make any sense. That one. I don't know, I just feel like this one's like an underrated Mega Man game. Like, everybody's always raves about the first 3, which, yes, absolutely, they're fantastic games. But I feel like the 4, 5, and 6 don't get enough love. It's because they're much easier. Because they are. Jump that time. There we go. Never thought of sliding underneath them. Usually I just wait on the ladder. Not right now. I'm not going to use that for one little pellet. Foolish. I think there's a tank right there. Do I need that? Sure. Another extra life. Tiger just killed himself. Which one is this? That was that one. And this one just gets faster as you damage it. This one's not so bad. Just gotta worry about timing and get some space. The slide does move you faster than just regular running, so definitely want to get used to it. Is this the one with the... Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. This one has like the little platform thingy. Don't need that. Do I even need that? I don't know anymore, but it's like, did I need that? Probably not. I grabbed it anyway, because it's an extra life. I see extra life, I want to grab it. There should be the checkpoint right here. Maybe it's a little bit further. Pretty sure it's right here, though. I always like the sound of those things hitting the ground. When enemies die. It just sounds like a more satisfying explosion to me. Another game I want to get a hold of is the Game Boy games. Well, I ever messed around with one of them, and that was really fun. I enjoyed it. I don't need the extra life, but I will take that E-tank if I can get up to it. Well, did I just F myself up? Very possible. But I do want this E-tank. Oh crap. Well, that didn't work well. Oh, because I want that E-tank. Will I need it? Probably not. Oh, come on. I know you can get down to a little bit lower rush. I'm just going to do this. This is going to be a lot easier. Good boy. Wow. Wow, I was expecting myself to get hit there. Some brothers here. Yeah, I was a little worried about filling the rush jet back up. But looks like my worry was unfounded. By the way, guys, if you have any suggestions of other games I should play, feel free to send my way. Either comment in the chat, send me a message. Reaper00702@gmail.com. I'll probably eventually get like a Reaper's review email. I'm actually looking at getting that set up at some point. Just to make things a little bit easier. Cheat a bit more. I'll say one thing I really liked about 3 was the ability to move him wherever you wanted. Yeah, send me a message. Shoot me one on Facebook. Oh, that's right, this one. Freezes ya. And then start shooting. Thing is, it's only at certain angles that he's able to really do that for. And if you can get this down, this boss gets really simple. Yeah, keep in mind I can... If I have the game, I'll probably play it, so... You can always use suggestions. If I don't have the game, and it's relatively inexpensive, I'll get it anyway. I'm always looking for new games. The final Proto Man stage. Gotta be quick with that pillar. What I used to always do is kind of do this, just to mess with it and just see how far you can actually bring it up. The real Pro Man comes to save the day. What's that this thing had like skis on its boots or something? Jeez. I don't know why, but I've always found this one kind of challenging. I don't know why. Like, he's not a hard boss. Maybe it's just that he hits harder or something. I don't know. That might be bad. Just worry about freaking ducking those instead of jumping. Oh, that's not good. Get out of the way. Ooh, he doesn't turn around right away. Man, that shot was high. Goodbye. On to Wily's castle. I don't know why Mega Man just doesn't like start attacking now. I never understood the whole eyebrow thing. Alrighty. Hey, what's up, Ethel Chip? How's it going? That was a bad move. still have 6 lives. I remember one time, I don't remember if it was this one or 6, but like the extra lives were just, there were so many of them. Like if the game actually tracked them above 10, I probably had about 20, 25 lives. It was ridiculous. Okay, so I power up jet. Whole wheat pasta. Usually I prefer my pasta just to be regular white pasta, but I can do whole wheat. Should make it some chicken stroganoff later. Then need a recipe for it. I'm curious to try out, so that's gonna be entertaining. Entertaining. Something. I do like cooking, so I guess entertaining would be a proper word anyway. Whenever I eat pasta, I have to have it doused in Parmesan too. It is healthier. I can't say I'm really big on health foods, though. I probably should be, but... Shit. I don't have anything against whole wheat. Whole wheat bread, I'll eat. Rye, pumpernickel, all that kind of stuff. Oh my god. I was going on earlier about how this game is fairly simple, and yet I'm struggling at some of the easiest spots. Go, and he has slow down. One thing I will say though is that the game does kind of take some items from the previous ones. Like this is kind of like a copycat area from the 4th game. And I hate it. It's not as bad as the 4th game, but I still don't like this section. I mean, he does get kind of revenge later on. Because he does get him arrested, I think, in it's either the 6th or the 7th game. I don't remember the ending to the 8th, but I think he gets taken care of there too. Maybe it's the 9th, I don't remember. I think they just need to put him in a better cell. He keeps getting out, you know, saying, you know, no technology, nothing at all. Surround his room with like an EMP blast or something every couple minutes. Hell, if you have robots in the entire city, you can't tell me that's not possible. And the problem is, if you would kill Dr. Wily, it basically goes against the law of robotics that they have in the series. Robots should never harm another human being. I mean, granted, yeah, Dr. Wily's kind of evil, but... This one's tricky just because, again, timing's everything on this boss. I was gonna use an E-Tank, but decided against it, so kind of glad I did. I had plenty of them, so it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but... Use 2 more E-Tanks, so at this point I have more E-Tanks than lives. I love the one stage, and I think it's Wily's first stage in Mega Man 4 where it's all just those enemies. You know you guys want to give me some one-ups. I love 4, and I know a lot of people like 3. Honestly, I didn't care for it as much as all the other games. So all of them on the NES are fantastic games. It's just I have more memories with 4, 5, and 6. Like 3, I struggle with. Even to this day, I am still not very good at that game. I usually do okay until you have to fight all those robot masters from 2, and then I just go downhill real quick. Oh, I'm stupid. Crap. The only one I actually owned as a kid that was 6. I just rented 5 all the time. Sadly, I don't have 6 in my possession right now. Yeah, change that soon. Pattern for this one. Oh, right, okay. Oh, damn it. Surprised to hear that, though, because like most people say 2 is the best one. Did I play 5 on the Game Boy? I think I played 4 on the Game Boy. But I only played 1 Game Boy game in the series. I enjoyed it. I didn't have a Game Boy growing up. My brother did. I didn't get a Game Boy Advance until I was going overseas. So unfortunately, I don't know much about like Game Boy games. Other than say like the the normal Pokemon and stuff like that. Eventually, I'd like to start collecting Game Boy games too, because I hear there's some really good ones out there. It's just I don't have them. And most people usually say 2 is their favorite, so that's why I was kind of shocked to see 3 and 4. Oh, okay. like that kind of thing where they decide to do something different with the series. There was another one, it was like Mega Man and Bass or something like that. I haven't played any of those games. When I was in it wasn't basic training, it was job training, AIT, in the Army. We were allowed to have that kind of stuff. And my one roommate, he had the Battle Network game, and it looked really cool. Like, I played a couple minutes of it just to try it out, and that's one of those games I kind of want to get. I think there's like 1 million of them now. I don't think 2 is overrated. I think it's a good game. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's just that I'm nostalgic for this game. And I don't think it's as challenging as everybody says it is. Like, everybody plays it, and they're like, oh, you know, just use Metal Man, stuff like that. It's like, if you gotta keep using Metal Man to be able to finish the game, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. And it's funny, because, like, when I first played the game, I wasn't using Metal Man. I was using Quick Man, just because I just like the weapon. Granted, I'm here charging up blasts and just easily taking care of these guys, so yeah, I can understand that. The worst part about that game is was it the second to last boss before he gets Wily, where you need to use Crash. Like, over the years I've learned how to do it without dying, like timing it perfectly, but it's still incredibly difficult. I will say that if there's one game that I will pass on, though, it's Mega Man 1. Like, you can definitely tell that's where the series started. Maybe I should stream this again and then put like no charged up shots or something like that. I feel like I can do it. One thing they did change from 4 to 5 though is in 4, if you get hit when charged up, you don't lose the shot. In this, you do. Yeah, Cutsman is a great stage. I don't know. How do I put it? I just feel like it's flawed a little bit. Like, there's some stuff that's just not even fair. Like, what is that, Lekman or something? Like, some of the enemies, like, I can't help but know that I'm gonna take damage because there's nothing I can do about it. Ooh, that was close. Like, when I'm thinking about difficulty, I say 1 and 3 are the hardest. I don't know which I would say is actually the most challenging, though. There we go. Now I got him down. I would say no to that. I don't think it is. I actually thought it was kind of easier. trying to think. Like, do I really ever have a spot in X I really struggled in? Other than maybe the final boss. I'll say no. I mean, yeah, X is definitely a little challenging at times, but I don't know if I'd say if it's any harder than any of the originals, to be honest. Like, if I put 1 and 3 next to it, I feel like those are harder. That's the thing about, like, these games, is that some people might find them a little bit more challenging than others. I think I'm gonna die here. Use it. I have 8 or 9 friggin' E-tanks. I may as well use them. I actually have X2, but I have the Super Famicom version of it. Because I was at an import shop a couple years ago and picked it up. Because it's so much cheaper than the freaking American version, which is weird. It's not like you really need... I can't read Japanese, but for a Mega Man game, do you really need to? Oh yeah, that'll definitely do it. It wasn't until I got older until I realized I was actually missing a heart refill. The one in the chameleon stage. Like, I just never realized it until I got older. I'm like, wait, there's another one I'm missing? Yeah, if you don't get fully powered up, that game can get a little bit more difficult. But... that's one of the things I did like about the X series, are the hard power-ups and all that. It's just like when I played, I think it was X3, and you had to like search for all the different armor pieces, or the the mech suit upgrades. I didn't really care for that as much. Usually it's not this easy. Usually I'm at least like jumping over these spikes a couple times, but he's stopping right in the middle, so it's really simple for me just to blast him. X1's definitely a classic. That's probably the best one, if you ask me. Out of all of them that I've played, which I know I played at least X2 and X3. I want to say I finished X4. But X1 to me is still the best one. But I still prefer the classics. The originals. Alright, final stage. Fuck, this thing. Alright, Wily. It's me and you. One thing I will say about the Mega Man games is that these bosses always make me freaking stressful. This one's not too bad. I think it was 4 that I used to usually struggle in. Yeah, I love this music. Sometimes you can actually get beat to follow him where he's going to spawn. Yeah, I've never played that one. I was actually talking about that earlier. It might have been before you got on. That's one of the Mega Man games I just never played. Crap, used up a little bit of his power. Oh well. Oh crap. I could use the M-Tank, but we'll see if I really need it. Just use the gyro. Get him. I mean, that'll do something, but... might as well play with the weapons. I have plenty of time. Energy tanks. Boulder doesn't do jack. Let's just do it this way. I always thought Beak was cool looking too. Wiley's screwed. He's got him. So he goes right to where he spawns in. I'd love that. It is. I have both of them on PS4, so eventually get back on to playing the X collections again. Mega Man holds up on an entire freaking ceiling. Shame you can't play as Proto Man until like Mega Man 9. You really want him dead? What happens if he dies, then we don't have any more Mega Mans? I mean, I guess technically 9 and 10 aren't Wily. Where are they? I don't remember. It's been a while since I played those. Because even when I was doing the Legacy Collection, I went through 1 through 8, and then for some reason I just stopped at 9 and 10 and went on to X. I don't even know why. I got 9 back when I was on the PlayStation Network, but I never got 10. But then when Legacy Collection came out, I really have no reason not to play it since I own it. Eventually I'll get around to it. Maybe I'll play that first time as a stream or something. But yeah, that's Mega Man 5. As I said, it's actually my favorite Mega Man game. It really is. It might be an odd choice, but I think nostalgia has a lot to do with that too. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I don't know what I'll do next. Maybe I'll do another Mega Man next couple days. We'll see. Until next time, again, thanks for watching. Happy fragging.